Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
All right, let's do it. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Yo, man.
This sounds like an intelligent question to ask the president. Are you declaring war on Chicago?
Oh, God.
That would be Yamiche Alcindor.
Yes.
And Trump had the answer for her.
It's fake news. When you say that, darling, that's fake news.
What?
That's fake news, darling. You're fake news when you say that. That's how it starts.
Well, why
I
leave
don't
the
go to
Department
war.
of Defense?
Listen, be quiet. Listen. You don't listen. You never listen. That's why you're second rate. We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war. That's common sense.
See, he's bringing truth to America. Yeah. And also helpful tips to someone like Yamiche Alcindor. I think,
Well, why
I
leave
don't
the
go to
Department
war.
of Defense?
Listen, be quiet. Listen. You don't listen.
see, this is true. She has a history of not listening. So first, it's be quiet. I'm trying to help here.
Yes.
Be quiet. Listen.
Never listen. That's why you're second rate. We're not.
Which is so true.
Yeah.
Which is why that is so hilarious.
That's the dagger right there. You're second rate. Oh, man.
And she's gotten away with it for years.
Oh, absolutely. That's what she does. That's her M.O.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the last part.
To war. We're going to clean up our cities.
Yes.
We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war. That's common sense.
And basically you have the governor of Illinois and the mayor of Chicago saying, we're fine. We like the killings. We
Yes.
want them to continue.
The killings are fine.
It's remarkable. It really is.
Well, it's not any important people getting killed.
I think
you know.
They don't say it.
But that's what they
Their
mean.
actions tell you everything you need to know.
Absolutely. That's what they mean.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that question it came because he posted a meme on Truth Social.
He did.
Whereas him from Apocalypse Now and what was it, Chicopolis Now or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Shypocalypse now.
you're gonna find out why we call it the Department of War, and because the left has no sense of humor and doesn't understand what memes are. Meanwhile, this 80-plus-year-old dude who's the president does. It's incredible.
Yes. Well, and they'll say, but the crime rate's going down.
Right.
The murders are going down.
I love the smell of deportations in the morning.
Yeah.
Golly.
This is wild. For the last 13 years, Chicago holds the record for the most homicides per year of any U.S. city. 573 people murdered last year.
Yep.
It's 278 so far this year. But it's going down, see? Like 278 through the beginning of September is acceptable.
Yes. Apparently so, yes.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal.
It's a joke. It's laughable.
And you had a clip from Trump, David.
Yeah, that's from this morning. Was making the case for deploying the National Guard to major cities to crack down on crime, especially given what has come to light out of Charlotte, North Carolina, with this Ukrainian refugee just getting randomly stabbed in the neck and killed.
Oh, my
While
gosh.
she's minding her own business by a career criminal.
That video. Oh, my gosh. Deranged person.
You know,
Yes.
when you have horrible killings, you have to take horrible actions. And the actions that we take are nothing. This cashless bail started a wave in our country where a killer kills somebody and is out on the street by the afternoon. In many cases, going out and killing again. Cashless bail. And you try and reason with people like in Chicago with the governor and the mayor. You try and reason with them, and it's like you're talking to a wall. It's just doesn't. I assume it's just a political ideology. They're not stupid people. Must be an ideology that's just buried in their head, and you can't do a damn thing about it. And we'd love to go into Chicago and straighten it out. You know, Washington, D.C., you'll be happy to know, is a free and safe zone. It's so safe right now.
And then you have the local DA suing
Yeah.
in D.C.
It's insane.
Well,
It makes no sense.
you have all of these far-left DAs, and he's right. They let these vicious criminals right back out on the street. And in the Charlotte, did you see what the mayor there said, well, we need better mental health resources.
This is where they go all the time.
No. This person, look at their track record. That person should never have been out of jail.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane.
I mean, how about, I know people say that it's terrible to have the 3-strike rule. Okay, well, can we establish at least a 14-strike rule? Because this guy has 14 prior arrests, man. I mean, this is not a person who should be out on the street.
And then the mayor says this is a tragic situation that sheds light on problems with society's safety nets related to mental health care and the systems that should be in place. As we come to understand what happened and why, we must look at the entire situation. That is bonkers.
Yeah.
This person should never have been allowed out of jail.
But they can't say that because it was their administrations that have allowed it to happen.
Did you see this whole statement?
That's why they
because
can't do it.
This is about to send you over the edge.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
You'll
I saw
love this.
part. Yeah.
Tragic incidents like these should force us to look at what we're doing across our community to address root causes.
Oh, God. Okay. Stop. Just stop. If the idiots that are running the Republican Party, and I'm saying this lovingly, if they don't pounce on this and say this is the party that is pro-crime, make every one of these jackasses who's running midterm answer that question. Every one of them. Get them on record and just walk away from it.
I don't disagree. And the whole root causes thing?
Oh, God.
You can study that later, but this person should not have been allowed out.
Well, I think we can start there on the root causes. Maybe they were let out too frequently.
Well, yes, this is the
maybe
root
we ought
cause
to
of this
take
murder.
a look at that first, morons.
Oh, no, but she goes on to say, we will never arrest our way out of issues such as homelessness
Yeah, we
and
will.
mental health.
Sure we will.
You can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, we can make people safer.
We've tried throwing money at this time and time and time again. Nothing like that ever works because there's no real plan in place. Not one. It's just keep throwing money at stuff. And it makes the people go home to their gated communities, having their glass of wine, Chardonnay, and then they feel good about what
You're
they've
ranting.
done. They
You're
do. They feel
rolling.
good, but that's what they do.
Boy, this is early.
I know, but they don't care because it doesn't
Monday
affect
early
them.
on, you're already hitting steam level.
Gosh dang it. I hate the root causes crap.
I know.
Because it's very easy to find root causes. That's not hard. You want an afternoon with me? I'll tell you what they are. Give me an hour. Give me an hour. We'll figure all this out. I'm not kidding.
Sometimes you can't help crazy.
You can't help crazy, and you can't keep feeding the crazy.
You can't. Nope. Totally agree there.
At some point in time, you got I think it was, who was it? The comedian that said, it used to be you had a little van pull up, guys got out, they picked you up, they put you in the van, and off you went.
Yes.
If you were trying to bite your own face and barking at people, you didn't.
The barking at people, yes, it's rather unnerving.
Yeah,
it does happen in cities all across America. We're familiar with that, yes. The former Boston City Council member said something, I guess, interesting, David.
Yes, I thought this was funny, man. So former Boston City Council member Tanya Fernandez Anderson is serving a month in jail after getting caught and convicted in a kickback scheme. Part of it involved hiring a relative for some federally funded program, then gave the cousin a $13,000 bonus, and then she pocketed half of the cash. In City Hall, they went to the bathroom and and transferred the money. She also cheated on her taxes. So she had a news conference after being told she would be spending the next month in jail. Again, this is the first, by the way, formerly illegal alien ever elected to the Boston City Council.
Wow.
And said talking about her crime is racist.
Oh, gosh, you knew it.
You're joking. Roll.
I hope that after this, you guys will stop talking about me because I'm actually an introvert, and it hurts when you put me on the news. The reason why I don't talk to you is
It
because
hurts when you put me on the news.
yes.
You need to understand the root causes of my pain. After I broke the freaking law.
Stop making news.
You never report accurately on black people. You're always causing some sort of trouble. And you know what? The responsibility really is not on Boston Herald or ABC or Fox 25. The responsibility should be on the black community. We need to create black media so that we can actually be able to create a fair story and report accurately on black people. I'm asking you to humanize.
I don't think you want that.
No.
I don't think you don't want that. It's the white liberals that are actually saving you from stuff like this right now.
Yeah.
Okay. There are other people that just want to tell the truth.
This is the White Liberal News Network.
I'm asking you to humanize black people, especially black women, especially black immigrants. And to my black community, this is where we are in the state of things in Boston, a city where we have so much money. I wasn't what the prosecutor said. I wasn't trying to gain momentum or popularity. I actually don't like talking to you guys. I actually don't
No, we don't think you were trying to get popular. You were just trying to pocket cash.
Yeah, right.
Illegally.
Trying to make more money.
Yeah. Yes. Are we going to get the livable wage or some nonsense like that next?
I actually don't like being in the media. It's just too much. And so can you please... I'm asking you for the love of God, stop talking about me. Just let the story go.
This is freaking hysterical.
Yeah.
Let the story go.
I mean, listen, I'm not a PR professional, but I didn't care about this story. I didn't know about this story until I heard her saying, please just stop talking about me. So that's the complete opposite of what you want there. Just free advice there.
That is incredible that you would actually say that.
And black people start a newspaper to defend me.
Yes. Okay, we need to get back to that story a little bit later. Great NFL weekend.
Oh, gosh.
I think you got to admit, you understand why football is number one.
Yeah,
as far as viewership.
Really good games, yeah.
That Baltimore-Buffalo game.
Dude.
You think it's over, it's 40-25.
Yeah.
Incredible comeback. That was really cool to see. No doubt about it. Oh, and it is Mashup Monday. We do this every Monday because, sometimes the news from the weekend was heavy and you just want to do something a little more lighthearted, something a little fun, right? I tried to incorporate something today that maybe was newsworthy because Chicago is going to be in the news, it seems like, for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it was not that long ago was the death of Ozzy Osbourne. There was even an Ozzy tribute last night at the MTV Awards, which they still do that, and CBS runs it.
Why do they keep calling it music television? It's not. There's no videos on it.
Well, no, but they still do the awards. It doesn't make any sense, but they do it.
Ridiculous.
So anyway, we have the band Chicago and Ozzy's Black Sabbath. This is Sweet Leaf with 25 to 6 to 4, named High or 6 to 4. And here you go. Just a little snippet. Okay, so we'll forward in a little bit because it gets rolling. Okay. You know how that goes, that part. And as it rolls back in when you get back to the Sweet Leaf part. It works.
It does.
So there you go. Mission accomplished. I see smiles on faces there.
Yeah.
You were grooving with that. Okay.
That's pretty good. I
Yes.
like that one.
Higher 6 to 4. There you go. Okay. Boy, there's a lot happening over the weekend and some stories we're watching. The 5 stories we're watching today. Straight ahead.
What are you doing every day to support your liver? If you enjoy sweets, fast food, alcohol, or take any medications, that's a vital question to ask. Hi, I'm Sherry Torkas, pharmacist and health author. For over 30 years, I've helped people make informed decisions about their health, especially concerning prevention and long-term wellness. Supporting your liver isn't just a wellness trend, it's a daily essential. That's why I recommend Active Liver by New Nordic. It's made with plant-based ingredients like milk thistle, turmeric, and globe artichoke, herbs clinically studied for their protective and restorative effects on the liver. Active Liver blends traditional herbal wisdom with modern scientific research. Not all supplements are created equal. I trust Active Liver because it's backed by science, meets strict quality standards, and delivers true daily liver support.
Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa, Michaela! Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything. But while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Thank you very much for being here. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. David Van Camp, the Millennial, the Sexy Boomer. That's Scott Robbins. Now it's time for the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2.
All right, always a lot going on, so we try to whittle down the news cycle into 5 easy-to-remember bullet points for your listening pleasure. Number 5, the Trump administration has launched a new immigration crackdown in Boston. They call it Operation Patriot 2.0. Number 4, President Trump is telling Hamas to make a deal with the hostages being held, saying it's his last warning. Did not go on to say what would happen next. Number 3, a Daily Mail reporter just wrote a piece about the federal D.C. takeover, and it was a little personal for him. 2 people broke into my D.C. condo building, he writes, and barricaded themselves in our communal laundry room. D.C. police's response time was significantly delayed. Thankfully, a nearby National Guard patrol intervened and apprehended the individuals until the cops arrived.
Yeah, yes.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Didn't make the arrest, but they said you're not going to do that here. Yes.
There you go.
Number 2, President Trump sent condolences to the Ukrainian refugee who was randomly murdered on a train in Charlotte. The killer is someone with a lengthy rap sheet. Trump said, hey, look, if we don't handle this issue of things like cashless bail and low expectations sentencing, we're not going to have a country anymore. I think a lot of people agree with him on that front. And then number 1, new polling from NBC News is pretty grim, showing that Gen Z liberal women's lowest priority for having a successful life is having kids and getting married.
Yeah.
It is. Wow. I mean, it's not all that surprising, but for Gen Z men who voted for Trump, having kids is ranked number 1.
Wow. Who are they having kids with?
Well, the Gen Z women who voted for Trump, I think it was like mid-pack having kids.
Okay. All right.
Somewhere around there. Out of like 12, I think it was 6th. Those are the top 5 stories we're watching today. If you want to lose meaningful weight at a healthy pace and keep it off, add lean to your diet and exercise lifestyle. Get 20% off when you enter code MVCR at takelean.com. That's code MVCR at takelean.com.
That last story you mentioned, David, about Gen Z liberal women's lowest priority, having kids, it reminds me of this piece I saw at Daily Wire talking about Disney's boy trouble is a crisis of its own making. Because Disney realizes, wow, there are no like young men that want anything to do with us from like 13 to age 28. And they're scratching their heads. Why is that? Well, because you never program any shows to them.
Right.
No.
Well, I mean,
why would they?
Just to be perfectly blunt, it's all girl bosses and gay. I mean, like that's it. Like,
yes.
Don't shoot the messenger here, but you know, your 13 to 28-year-old dude doesn't care about that stuff.
No. And any time there's any sort of traditional masculinity, it's toxic. Mm-hmm. You know, girl boss doesn't need any man.
Yeah.
And you certainly don't need any children to satisfy you.
Rewrite everything.
Yes.
I mean, reimagine, I'm sorry.
Whatever they want to call it. Yes. But then again, you see in the studies all these different women that get to their 40s and then not all, but a lot that did not have kids regret it. And a lot feel like, man, I was sold a big lie there. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Well, stop propagating it then and live the rest of your life in a much different way.
Biggest story today, David?
Biggest story of the day. I mean, there's a lot, but President Trump appears to be poised to deploy the National Guard into Chicago, and also ICE is back on the streets of Boston in Operation Patriot 2.0.
Yeah, this is going to be happening in a lot of major cities. It's going to get really interesting. And, and I think the whole Trump administration knows this because they know where people are at on these issues. You got the far left screaming and moaning about all of it. These policies are right exactly what the American people want.
What they voted for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A couple of funny lines from the Chicago story. And what's your story is straight ahead right here. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Boy, the knives are out for RFK Jr.
Oh, how about it?
Ooh, buddy. More on that in a second. In Florida, they're saying no more vaccine mandates. Some people are freaking out about that. And they asked Trump about it. And it depends on how you take this answer. Some people are saying, boy, he really pushed back on Florida. I'll see what you think from his answer here.
What do you think about that? Well, I think we have to be very careful. Look, you have some vaccines that are so amazing. The polio vaccine, I happen to think, is amazing. A lot of people think that COVID is amazing. There are many people that believe strongly in that. But you have some vaccines that are so incredible. And I think you have to be very careful when you say that some people don't have to be vaccinated. It's a very tough position. So I'd give you an answer. I'll give you a feeling. But just initially, I heard about it yesterday, and it's a tough stance. Look, you have vaccines that work. They just pure and simple work. They're not controversial at all. And I think those vaccines should be used. Otherwise, some people are going to catch it, and they endanger other people. And when you don't have controversy at all, I think people should take it. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the answer?
Well, it's a pushback, I think. Yeah. I think it is a pushback.
I think he left himself some wiggle room, but that's...
He did, yeah.
I'm listening to that, and I'm laughing because that was almost exactly my sentiment when I first heard the Florida Surgeon General talking about doing away with all these mandates, and he can't do that unilaterally for like the vast majority of them. Because it's like, well, I mean, there are some things that you probably want to have a bunch of school kids getting.
So can everybody agree on what they are?
What's that?
Can everybody agree on which vaccines it is? Because when you talk to, I would say most people, knowing that, what is it, by the time a kid's 18, they have 70-some vaccines now? Something like that. Most people are like, oh, I don't think that's necessary. So then you got to figure out, okay, which ones are necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a little bit tougher.
I think you can do that, though. I mean, particularly with kids. I mean, you can look at the communicable diseases, and you can also look at the vaccines that are 100% positively work.
Yes.
Much like the polio vaccine. He was being
the polio vaccine is not 100%. It's like 70-something percent.
I guess none of them are 100% because polio still does exist.
Well, and I'm not going down conspiracy theory lane per se.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it is an honest question. Does everyone know the side effects of any of these vaccines or most of them?
No, we were never taught that. We never learned that because we just blindly went and got them.
So does that then give argument to, all right, maybe more studies need to be done before you just say, everybody needs to get this?
I don't disagree with that.
But the thing is, you can't even have that conversation with some people right now.
No, and that's the problem. And and then, of course...
like, well, it's proven, blah! They freak out.
You're not a scientist. How do you know?
Yeah, I just know what I've been lied to.
Well, I can't have an opinion unless I've got some degree behind me that in medicine, so.
Yeah, I remember all through COVID, you would say, listen, I'm hearing about myocarditis. Are you a doctor?
Yeah.
No, but I can freaking read.
Right.
And I understand
and
when
I'm
people
open
lie.
to other opinions,
exactly.
From doctors. Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, it's just, and the thing is, he didn't ban the thing. You can get one. If you're a parent and you want to get your kid one, you can get one.
Yeah.
Again, this is, when you say ban, it's like you can't get one anywhere.
So then, as far as RFK Jr., you've said this, I think we've all said it. He's a different cat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
But he's also there to shake it up. And you had a bunch of people at the CDC that lied to people.
Yeah.
And so the thought of they need to go. I think he talked about this. He was on Fox, and
they don't want to hear the answers to the questions that they ask me. They want to make a little speech and then shut me down. The CDC is a broken agency. We did worse in COVID than any country in the world. We have...
Scott, you're wincing. He can't help it.
I know. It's just hard for me. I know. It's difficult.
I understand.
4.2% of the world's population. We have 20% of the world's COVID deaths. We literally are. We're the worst team in the league. I've been brought in as a new manager, and my job.
It's like a baseball reference, Scott. That's near and dear to your heart. We're the worst in the league.
What did he say? Worst in the league?
Yeah.
So sorry, I tune out sometimes.
Oh, gosh, you can't help it. We'll get through the rest of the clip.
My job is to shake up the organization, to fire the people who were responsible. We literally did worse than any country in the world, and it was because we forgot about the science and what we're going to do.
Yeah, we'll just stop it there. Because he talks about mask mandates on kids. That was not science.
No. That was ridiculous.
The social distancing, 6 feet, that was not science. He's reminding people of that, which I think is a good thing.
I talked to somebody this weekend, and their kids they do that competitive fishing.
Yeah.
And when they're on the boats, they had to wear masks. Well, they were outside while you're fishing.
In 2020, I was fishing on the shore, and I saw a guy in the middle of the lake by himself wearing a mask on a boat. Like, dude, there's no one. You're not going to catch COVID from the freaking fish, I don't think.
I know. All right, I'm going to say it again. It's going to take 10 seconds. It was high school golf.
Yeah.
Walking it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yards apart in the fairway with masks on, and it's 95 degrees. Yeah. You just wanted to yell at somebody. Yeah. Are you people insane? Okay.
My granddaughter playing the clarinet with a little slit in the mask so you could play your instrument.
Golly.
Crazy.
And I just saw a clip the other day. It was high school basketball with every kid with the mask at their chin.
Yeah.
Like, I guess we got to pretend that these are doing something.
They got to breathe when they play basketball. There's a lot of running going on. Yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to trust these people now.
Yeah,
so
right.
We follow the science. Okay. Sure, whatever, dork. All right. Moving on. Claims the Trump administration is leaking info to him. What is this?
Yeah, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. We're calling him Porkster now.
I
heard that one this weekend for the first time. Yeah,
Porkster.
Does that usurp my gravy? I think it might. I don't know.
Well, he was on the Porky one was on Jen Psaki's show on MSNBC. It says he has an idea about where the Trump administration is going to be deploying agents and guardsmen to crack down on crime. Someone is calling him from inside the White House.
Oh.
Do you have any sense even of the scope of the ICE operation that they're planning?
Not from ICE. We're getting, again, it's all secondhand, third hand. There are a lot of patriotic Americans who work in the administration or work at the departments or in the military who have let us know things without, having permission to do so. And so I would call some of that rumor, but, well-sourced rumors.
Oh.
I don't think
someone call it rules for firing.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't actually think he's getting any sort of intel. Maybe like one or two disgruntled people.
That could be.
But I think really, if he's thinking about ICE operations, he's looking at where they've stashed all the illegal aliens in Chicago. Pretty obvious.
Yeah.
A lot of people on the south side of Chicago who could tell you where ICE is probably going to be.
He's
exactly.
a big liar, too. He was also on record as saying Trump has called him and begged him.
Yeah.
To allow the troops to come in.
Oh,
Trump's never called you and begged you for anything.
No. He's a joke. All right, it's that time of the show. We do it a couple of times a day. Go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, today, what's your story?
Winning tickets for Saturday's nearly $1.8 billion Powerball jackpot were sold in Missouri and in the state of Texas. No, I did not win because, well, you know that because I'm here right now.
Did you play?
I did not actually play this time. I forgot.
If you don't play, remember that.
I know.
David has told me a million times.
You don't play, you can't win.
That's right.
So, yeah. Ahead of the drawing, though, local news outlets everywhere, of course, as they need to do, did a bunch of interviews with people at gas stations, talking to people about what they would do with the winnings if they got it. WHNT, they're on your side and your local hometown team. They're in Alabama. They talked to one nice older lady who said what she'd do with the money, and it has to do with the Bama football team.
Oh,
kind of a rough start to the season.
Exactly what I'd do with the first $70 million. I'd pay off Kalen DeBoer and get him the heck out of the University of Alabama, and then I'd take whatever else it took to get rid of the AD. So I'd give him a church money. I don't know how much of what I'd have, after I paid my taxes, but I'm sure I'd have plenty with this kind of deal. But I know I'm not going to win. I just hope I win some scratch-offs. I just do it for the fun of it.
Okay.
Fire the coach.
Their football is something else there. It's a religion.
Oh,
man.
Oh, yeah.
They don't play.
First thing I'd do.
I'm going to get 70 if I get the coach fired. Then I might help people after that. But I'm going to make damn sure the coach is fired first.
All right, Scotty, what do you got for What's Your Story?
I'm going to go back in time a little bit here, particularly with a name that I'll throw at you here, and a lot of people won't know. Dorian Johnson. Anybody remember who that is?
Dorian Johnson.
Dorian Johnson. This was the guy who invented the story that sparked the years of controversy accusing the police officer who shot Michael Brown in cold-blooded murder. This was the guy that saw it. The reality, far different, of course. Michael Brown and what happened with Darren Wilson, who's the cop.
Is he the one that said, hands up, don't shoot?
Yes, that was the guy. He invented that one. He invented a lot of other things, too, about when it happened. He was shot and killed this weekend about 15 feet away from where Michael Brown was shot and killed. 15 feet? Yeah, it was really close. Very close to each other.
Wow.
It's pretty amazing. When I read the story, though, I was like, holy cow. Yeah, it was about, they said on foot, I guess it was further than that. It was a little further than that. But Ferguson police said they wanted to bring this to our attention because rumors were spreading like wildfire that the cops shot him and killed him. Not true. It was another adversary of his that shot and killed him.
Another future scholar?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it just won entry into a Rhodes school and it's got the scholarship money. Yeah.
In the end, what a sad story.
Well, it's a sad story. The whole thing's a sad story, but it's interesting how they have to call a press conference to make sure that they know that the cops didn't shoot him.
Man. For my story, also tragic, it was a yacht worth nearly $1 million. Sank in the water off the shore of Turkey. Did you guys see this story?
I saw
hear
the
this
video, yeah.
Just 15 minutes after its maiden voyage, as panicked passengers and crew jumped overboard.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Did it go on its side?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Dude, worth $1 million. And, all I can picture is like Caddyshack. Everybody together. You're going to have the maiden voyage of this thing.
Yeah.
And everybody's celebrating. You get out there and you tips right over.
$1 million seems kind of light for a big ship like that.
Okay,
sounds a little
85
Timu-esque. Yes.
Well, there's a picture of it.
Well, it's leaning. Yeah.
Well, that doesn't look like a cheap boat, does it?
Yeah.
That looks pretty nice to me.
As you face it, it would be leaning to the right. What does that mean?
I know you were a member of a boat club and you're all highfalutin and all, but to me, that's pretty upscale boat. I don't know who you're hanging with these days.
He's got boats like that.
Well, it's not the yacht that Robin's party's on every weekend.
No.
I guess so.
Yeah, the Rob Dobb Express.
But for this $1 million yacht, grand opening, grand closing. Better believe it. Oh, I got an election fraud story you will not believe. It's straight ahead. And Nimrod's in the news coming up.
What are you doing every day to support your liver? If you enjoy sweets, fast food, alcohol, or take any medications, that's a vital question to ask. Hi, I'm Sherry Torkis, pharmacist and health author. For over 30 years, I've helped people make informed decisions about their health, especially concerning prevention and long-term wellness. Supporting your liver isn't just a wellness trend, it's a daily essential. That's why I recommend Active Liver by New Nordic. It's made with plant-based ingredients like milk thistle, turmeric, and globe artichoke, herbs clinically studied for their protective and restorative effects on the liver. Active Liver blends traditional herbal wisdom with modern scientific research. Not all supplements are created equal. I trust Active Liver because it's backed by science, meets strict quality standards, and delivers true daily liver support.
Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-859-3220. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 to 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-859-3220. That's 800-859-3220 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-859-3220. 800-859-3220.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Wow, what a day yesterday. Football, huh? Man, it's back in a big way. You got your Bears, got your Vikings tonight, Monday night. Every day, we have to make a bunch of choices and decisions, too. Hey, on Prize Picks is a way you could do that and turn that into cash, my friends. You get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Millions of users, billions of dollars awarded in winnings. Prize Picks, the best place to put your takes to the test. Plus, you got the app right now. It's really simple to use. You just pick 2 or more players across any sport. You pick more, you pick less on their projections. And if you're right, you could win big. Prize Picks is also available in 40 states, including California, Texas, Florida, Georgia. Simple stats, user-friendly policies. Prize Picks is the most fan-friendly app to make your picks. So download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR. You'll get $50 instantly in the lineups when you play. Win or lose, by the way, you're going to get the $50 in lineups just for playing. It's guaranteed. Don't forget, Bears, Vikings tonight. Prize Picks, it's got to be right. Yeah, it must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. It's good to be right.
Yeah, it is good to be right.
It is good to be right.
You were sure right about Aaron Rodgers.
Golly.
I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you.
I know, but
David tried to tell you. Tried to tell you.
It's like,
everybody, he's washed. He's washed. He's washed.
He was carving him up, man.
He dipped himself in some sort of, oil of some kind and became like a 26-year-old quarterback again.
He's Aaron Rodgers, Scott.
Holy smokes, Daddy-O.
Okay.
He's smoking peyote out in the middle of the desert. Maybe that pays off. I don't know.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
All right. So as far as election fraud, first of all, it doesn't happen.
No. Never happens.
Doesn't happen. Very rare.
Mm-hmm.
Very rare. Like this story, David.
Yeah, a woman in Costa Mesa, California had her dog cast ballots.
I read this.
62-year-old Laura Lee Urex registered the dog's name is Maya, to vote, successfully cast a ballot in the 2021 recall election. Now, she tried to vote again in 2022. I believe that ballot was ultimately rejected, though, during the midterm elections. But she faces up to 6 years in prison if convicted. She posted online pictures of her dog with the I voted sticker on.
Yeah, the dog had an I voted sticker. Yeah. That was really, and he did. The dog did vote.
I'm guessing this dog wasn't conservative.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the political leanings of the dog are.
I'm just guessing. Yeah, I'm sure. Boy, that's sad.
That's animal abuse. You should take that.
Well, she probably told him who to vote for.
Right.
Or her. I guess it's Maya, right? Told the dog who to vote for, or the dog wasn't going to get fed. Probably one of those people.
Really, red flag was when it was just Fido was the name of the person voting. It was like, come on, really?
Yeah, exactly. All right, we got to get the
When
Nimrods.
the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the News, we go to Connecticut, where 38-year-old Dominique Marion and 24-year-old Tanaja Williams were accused of stealing more than $2,000 worth of clothes from a TJ Maxx. Police didn't have trouble tracking them down, though. They were spotted a few minutes later in a Wendy's drive-thru across the street.
Well, you know.
All that stealing make you hungry.
Get some food before you haul everything inside and hang it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Local police department said the officer who found them was no stranger to the Wendy's drive-thru. And when they were caught, the woman traded their combo meals for a pair of handcuffs, is what the police said.
There you go.
Yes, stolen clothes were in the car. They also had stolen items from other areas. Shocking. And that's Nimrods in the News.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. So is ICE going to show up in Chicago? Well, of course.
Yeah.
That was Jake Yapper asking Tom Homan, border czar, if that was going to be happening.
Can we expect action in Chicago this week?
Absolutely. You can expect action in most sanctuary cities across the country.
Yeah. It's going to be happening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Already talked about Boston, too. Yeah. They've been talking about this, well, since before Trump was elected.
Yeah, I was just going to say a while. And actually, I know some people are becoming impatient about the Chicago thing. Let's go.
Trump said we're going in.
We're going in. I didn't say when we're going in. I have an obligation. When 20 people are killed over the last 2.5 weeks and 75 are shot with bullets.
Yeah. Got to protect them.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a surprise. But yeah, the left is freaking out. He's declaring war on the American cities. Or whatever nonsense.
Why is he only going to blue cities? Well, because most large cities are reliably blue. And then, two, if they're a sanctuary jurisdiction, well, that's where ICE is going to show up.
Yes. Well, the senator from Illinois, Tammy Duckworth, she was playing into that.
Oh, she's
declared war. He's basically declared war on Chicago.
Let's make it clear. The President of the United States essentially just declared war on a major city in his own nation. This is not normal, Margaret. This is not acceptable behavior.
Not acceptable.
Yes, we like our people killing each other, and we want it to continue.
Yes.
And the thing is, as bad as she is, she's the second worst senator in Illinois.
You saying Durbin's still the top?
Well, of course. I mean, he's just a mouthpiece, though. I mean, he doesn't know. I don't think he even believes what he's saying. And he's telling him what to say, and he says it.
He's done.
Yeah, in more ways than one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it's looking like.
I cannot understand how this strategy pays off. I don't know. You're pro-crime.
That's what you appear to be.
How does this help you?
I have no idea. I mean, with older liberals, maybe, because they're going out to, like, the protests in Chicago over the weekend.
Nobody believes that Donald Trump declared war on Chicago. No one believes that.
No, but you have a model. Okay, are you talking about the Democrats or the legacy media?
Well, yes.
Sort of the same?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
If you have a model that's worked for you for a long time and you don't know how else to operate, it's hard to pivot. Yeah. Truth is not on your side.
But when was the last time it worked?
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
We're both got to
go back a number of years. Yeah.
What happened after that? Everything that was sold to people, they started to see through it. And COVID was a big part of it.
Yeah.
Everything that's happened with Trump, and even people that could not stand Trump in 2016 and still may not like him now, a lot of people now understand, okay, the left and the media were just out to get this guy. It was bananas. And they don't buy into it anymore. Did you see the trust in media? Every year it goes further and further down.
Yeah.
And so when the left doesn't have a clear message, other than we have to fight Trump, whatever, and you have, every once in a while CNN will look like, okay, it's gaining some sanity. But in reality, you look at the overall product, it's sort of the same.
It is exactly the same. And people like Margaret Brennan on
my gosh.
Sunday mornings. I mean, it's funny because it's like the people, if you were part of the hand crank motor group back before the engines were actually built and start,
Yes.
And you keep pushing the hand crank engines as being something we need. We don't want it. We don't need it. We don't believe it.
Most people don't pay any attention to
but
the Sunday morning
morning
shows.
But it's just crazy to me how you've decided to double down on this stuff, though.
Very few people under the age of 60 pay attention to the synchronized media.
Yeah.
It's
I guess
a whole
if it
new
wasn't
game.
for us, nobody would ever be talking about it, maybe. I don't know. But it's just one of those weird things where it's a terrible formula because you are admitting that you're pro-crime. That's what you're saying.
That's what it looks like. Unless you are one of the people that believe that Trump really is, looking to be a dictator and this is part of it and it looks like Nazi Germany. Yes, it's just you're just not a real critical thinker at that point. Meanwhile,
boggles my mind.
Did Trump say woke is like a weed?
Yes. President Trump, he spoke this morning.
I haven't heard this.
He spoke
like
this
a Neil
morning
Young song.
at the second meeting of the Justice Department's Religious Liberty Commission and talked about his efforts to get rid of racist DEI programs.
All right.
The woke agenda is practically gone. It's deep-seated. We have to make sure it's out. It's very bad. It's like a weed. You think you killed it, and then it starts growing again. So we have to be careful.
Very true, because they just rebrand stuff. That's what the left does all the time. Whenever they start losing the argument, they change the language.
Yes. That is exactly what happens.
Right.
So what used to be a DEI director is now the public relations, some wordsmithy title, and it's the same person in the organization. We've seen that time and time again.
It's like humans and belonging department instead of diversity, equity, and
right, exactly. Yes, right. Yeah.
Humans and belonging department. Yeah.
It's not DEI.
Oh, gosh. When I saw just the quote, woke is like a weed, just in its own quotation marks, I don't know why. Is it the Bette Midler song, The Rose?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it Love is like a flower or something like that?
In the winter.
Something like that?
Yeah.
All I hear in my head is Bette Midler singing, woke's like a weed.
See, I hear Neil Young. Woke is a weed, but you better not. Only grows when it's on the vine.
Actually, this is a real thing that I heard about. It was from a friend of mine who's in the education field.
Yes.
And because of the political climate, they're changing social emotional learning, that category, to human skills. I'm not making that. It's human skills.
This is what they do. That's their religion. They're not going to give up on it.
Human skills.
Yes.
Okay.
I am skilled at being a human.
That's right.
Congratulations. That's fantastic.
Human skills.
Good job.
Yes.
Chris Christie, he's part of that Sunday morning show on ABC.
This guy.
Listen, okay, if we need health tips, we need it from a guy like Chris Christie. Huh?
Yes, yeah.
And he's talking about this. I thought this was just a bad, nonsensical take about RFK Jr., see what you think of
You
it.
looked at that appearance before Congress, and it just confirms what all of us around this table have known for decades. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is a foolish man, full of foolish and vapid ideas.
If you're asking, will he get to specifics? He will not. He just goes with that. Okay.
And that was on display again this week in front of Congress. And I really don't want to hear about Bill Cassidy, because he is a co-conspirator with the President of the United States for putting this wholly unqualified man in charge of 25% of all government spending. Without Cassidy's vote, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. would not be it. And maybe he's feeling some guilt from what he did. But I'll tell you this. The president did this. He knows. The president's smart enough to know RFK Jr. doesn't belong in that job. But after he won, he wanted to show everybody, I can do whatever I want to do because this Senate will be compliant no matter what I do. And I'll put the greatest vaccine and public health denier of the last 20 years in charge of public health in America. It's a human middle finger, George, to everybody who opposed him.
Okay, so he did it, is what he's saying. Chris Christie's saying Trump picked RFK Jr. just to show everybody he could do whatever he wanted. That's a terrible take.
Well, I think, there was an agreement made when RFK decided to go out on the campaign trail for Trump.
Yes.
That's what it was about.
He helped him get elected. Now, it's hard to measure how much.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of moms. They were all completely disoriented after the whole COVID thing. Saying, how could you do this to our kids? With the learning loss. And you had a lot of kids go into deep depression because they were isolated.
Yeah.
Then you're looking at the food stuff.
We don't know the extent of this. We have no idea yet.
You don't?
The extent of lockdowns. We have no idea.
Yes. And you have also kids with their health.
Yes.
And you have all these moms saying, holy, why are food dyes in our food and not in Europe or in Canada? Why is that? That doesn't make any sense.
Did you hear about him and Pritzker teaming up to do a podcast?
Who? Who and Pritzker?
Christie and Pritzker.
You're lying.
2 tons of fun.
It's low-hanging fruit Monday.
Yeah, well, hey, man, if it's there, I'm taking it every single time.
It's
frustrating. It is. I know. It's terrible. It's just a clown world.
Yes, very much so. But there are still a lot of people wondering what is going to happen with the health of Americans, say, within 2 to 3 years. This is just getting started. But, and I think I don't trust the guy 100%. Not at all. I don't trust anybody 100%. But when we've seen knives out for people like they are for him, RFK Jr., makes me wonder, okay, is he onto a few things? Not that he's right about everything, but I want to see it through. I want to see what else happens.
Well, the first guy through the wall is always bloody. Always.
That is true. Well, and from what Trump talked about, because he's backing RFK Jr., and are we going to find out something about autism in the next month or so? I think that's a huge
Well,
thing.
he's a different kind of a guy. He's got a lot of good ideas, but he's got a lot of ideas. You know, normally they don't have any ideas, and that's why we have problems with autism and so many other things, because we're coming up with the answers for autism. You watch. We're coming up with the answers for other things that normal people, regular people, easy to get along with people wouldn't be able to do. He's got a lot of ideas, and so do I, and we're going to clean it up.
Well, didn't RFK Jr. a few months ago say like September would be the day or would be the month?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So we're up on that. And
stand by.
You've seen different things, and I don't know exactly what's going to be in that. Did you see the whole thing where Tylenol could be linked?
Yep.
Yeah, with pregnant women.
Yes. But then that gets construed as something else.
It did.
And what were you hearing that it got construed as?
Oh, as pretty much anybody who takes it, right?
No, yeah, they're talking about a potential link between autism and then regular acetaminophen dosing during pregnancy.
Yeah, but it's been misconstrued to mean everybody. See,
right.
He wants to take that type. He's saying this about Tylenol. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which isn't true.
Story in the UK, female office manager has won a bunch of money. Was it £30,000 in compensation? After a judge ruled she was wrongfully fired for calling her boss a D-head.
Oh, well, yeah.
So what does that mean? That she was accurate. I don't think that really matters.
This court has found he is quite the D-head. He's a Richard Noggin. That guy. Yep.
Richard Noggin.
Oh, gosh. I see this back and forth. It was because, I think the statement, because of YouTube D-heads that I stayed at this job. Where the guy said, don't call me a D-head or my wife. That's it. You're sacked. Pack your kit and bleep off. And the judge said, yeah, they were wrongfully fired for that.
That's because she misgendered him. How do you know?
Oh, gosh. Chalk that one up to the old question, what do you got to do to get fired at this place? Man. All right, we got to get to a news update and the 5 stories we're watching today. Straight ahead.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
Football season is back on Prize Picks. Every day we make choices, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So kick off the season right by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Just use the code MVCR on the Prize Picks app. With millions of users and billions of dollars awarded in winnings, Prize Picks is the best place to put your takes to the test. Plus, the app is really simple to use. You just pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projections, and if you're right, you could win big. With simple stats and user-friendly policies, Prize Picks is the most fan-friendly app to make your picks. All transactions on the app are fast, safe, and secure. Don't miss any of the action this season on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR, $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's code MVCR on Prize Picks, $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 in lineups just for playing, guaranteed. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley. That's David Van Camp. There's Scott Robbins. And now the 5 stories we're watching today.
All right, number 5, the Supreme Court has lifted restrictions on Los Angeles immigration stops, clearing the way for federal agents to conduct sweeping immigration operations in the City of Angels. Right, there you go. I did like what Justice Kavanaugh wrote, saying, to be sure, I recognize and fully appreciate that many illegal immigrants came to the United States to escape poverty and the lack of freedom and opportunities in their home countries and to make better lives for themselves and their families. And I understand that they may feel somewhat misled by varying U.S. approaches to immigration enforcement over the last few decades. But the fact remains that under the laws passed, you got to go. That's my paraphrasing it there at the end. But it's like, yeah, sorry, but you want a different result, Congress? Then change the laws.
Exactly.
And they don't have the juice to do it. The Democrats don't. Number 4, the Trump administration, also on immigration, has launched a new crackdown in Boston, calling it Operation Patriot 2.0. Meanwhile, number 3, President Trump is telling Hamas to make a deal with the hostages, releasing the final hostages, and he did say it was his final warning. Thank you for your attention to this matter, although he did not elaborate on what might happen next.
I would bomb the shit out of him.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? And number 2, new polling from NBC News shows that Gen Z liberal women, their lowest priority for a successful life is having kids. Well, it's like a 3-way tie at 6%, which includes also being married.
6%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Liberalism is a death cult, man. I mean, because you look at liberal men, it's kind of the same.
Yeah, I would imagine.
It's wild, man. And then number one on the world stage, you keep hearing how, our allies in Europe are very disappointed in us for re-electing Donald Trump. And the rest of us say, I don't care.
Who cares?
The French government has collapsed once again, setting up President Emmanuel Macron to appoint the country's 5th prime minister in less than 2 years. Yeah, I won't be taking political advice from those people.
No. Think about life right now. Over there. Mm-hmm. I don't want it.
Nope.
No. So why are all the liberals always like, we need to look at our friends across the pond? No thanks.
You say 5th?
The 5th prime minister, in less than 2 years.
Wow. Jerry Jones running that country?
Just taking shots all over, aren't you? By the way, David, on your number 2 story there about Gen Z.
Yeah.
Did you see the story? Gen Z employees need more praise than other generations.
Oh, gosh.
A bunch of managers were quoted for this story saying, 76% of managers saying Gen Z employees need more praise than older generations. And nearly 60% said their performance does improve with more praise. Knowing that, Scott, and knowing you as a manager, could you have brought yourself to praise more to get a better performance out of people?
No.
No.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah. David, you could have done it, I think.
I mean, we have like a coworker who says, by the way, I have to go see a specialist for a medical thing. And Scott's first reaction is, what about the podcast?
Make sure the podcast is
like,
up.
dang, dude.
I don't care about your health. I need results.
See,
this is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins show.
That's not fair. I care about his health. I do. I care about his health, but I also care about the podcast.
That's why you mentioned the health before the podcast. Oh, wait a second. No, you didn't. The text.
I just,
my favorite part was you told somebody, this was years and years ago, you told a producer, hey, get this piece of audio, and it was a longer clip, and the person just asked, what part? And you go, I don't know, the boring part. It was like he just wanted some clarification because it was like an 8-minute clip.
Really bad reputation on it. The only thing is, if the podcast is not there, they get mad. They're mad at me.
I got a funny clip from Caitlin Collins from CNN to get to, and what's your story? Coming right up. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. I thought this was funny. J.D. Vance, Vice President, bluntly defending the Trump administration's recent targeted U.S. military strike on Trinidad, the cartel of drug smugglers, drug boat.
Yes.
Because you had these people on the left defending the cartels. Was it Brian Krasenstein, a far-left social media activist? You heard of him?
Yeah, he's got a brother. They're the Krasenstein brothers, and they're very, very dumb.
Okay.
They're funny, not intentionally.
Like they'd be shot out of a cannon at the circus, the Krasenstein
kind of.
brothers.
Yeah.
Well, J.D. Vance had put on X, killing cartel members who poison our fellow citizens is the highest and best use of our military. I know that angered some people. Well, the far lefties here replied saying, killing the citizens of another nation who are civilians without any due process is called a war crime. J.D. Vance responded, I don't give a bleep what you call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't care.
No, and that's
what you want.
Good response.
Yep.
And then Vance doubled down later saying, Democrats, let's send your kids to die in Russia. Republicans, actually, let's protect our people from the scum of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about the Ukraine war. Yeah. I like the way the Trump administration makes it very clear. Here are the two sides.
Yeah.
They do it in a very simple way. And I know people will say, well, it's much more complex than that. But in the world we live in, you have to have a clear message. Mm-hmm. And I think they're doing that.
Well, and they're not nervous. Like, there were a lot of people in the first Trump administration who didn't quite know how to handle anything. Because Trump himself was kind of part of that, too. Because it was like, we've talked about it before, like when he was asked if he was going to prosecute Hillary Clinton, and he says, you know what, they've been through enough. He's coming at it the first time around from the mindset of, all right, we can kind of go back to normal now. doesn't matter. But everybody has learned that this is not how this works anymore. But I remember guys like the Attorney General, Jeff Sessions.
Oh, yeah.
Being grilled on Capitol Hill about the Russia hoax.
Yes.
And he said something, and I'll paraphrase him, but he said something to the effect of, we could not even collude with ourselves in the campaign. How would we have colluded with Russia?
Right.
and they were, I mean, everybody was a little bit nervous in the first Trump administration because nobody knew how this was going to go. And you were just getting bombarded left and right constantly about scandal after scandal after scandal, and most of them were made up or didn't matter.
Not only that, but Trump didn't know who was a part of, let's just say, the system.
So that is fully exercised from this new Trump 2.0, and I love to see it.
Me too.
It kind of put a damper on the short-lived ABC series The Drug Boat, which was coming out. The Drug Boat.
How is media going to react to this communist running for mayor of New York City?
Well,
I mean, socialist. Okay.
Well, they're already saying, well, he's not a communist. Sure, he's advocated for seizing the means of production, but he's a democratic socialist.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, see, Lenin, he wasn't a communist. He was a social democrat. That's actually true. He called himself a social democrat, and then communism came about. Well, Zoran Mamdani, he is the communist who will probably be the next mayor of New York City, but he says he's not a communist anymore. He's evolved
not?
over the last 5 years.
What? Oh, I haven't heard
Many
this.
of my opponents, chiefly Andrew Cuomo, would prefer to debate a mythical version of myself than the person that I actually am. They would prefer to focus on tweets from 2020 as opposed to the platform of 2025. And they prefer to do that because they know that our ideas are actually popular. And what we are putting forward is a response.
Boy, this is like Kamala, isn't it?
Yeah.
Trying to distance yourself from everything that you stood for. But now I see the light. Oh, sure. Right.
Is a response to New Yorkers' needs that goes beyond the failed ideas and policies that they've heard from these old politicians.
What you're really saying is that those tweets of 2020, you've evolved from that. You've changed from that. You've changed your views.
Yes, that those are out of step with the campaign that we are running. And it's been clear throughout.
Out of step with how you feel.
Yes.
So you've totally changed your mind.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
I did kind of like the follow-up there because she tried to help him out there, but then he says those are at odds with our campaign. He goes, what about you, though?
Right.
Like he tried to weasel out of that a little bit.
Yeah.
Guy's never held a job in his life.
Oh,
He doesn't
no.
know anything about what life is like.
No, I mean, he's a Disney princess. I mean, his mom
He absolutely is.
is a Disney director or filmmaker or whatever. He's a failed rapper.
So the Trump administration is offering gigs to Eric Adams and a few others to clear it out so it'd be Cuomo against Mamdani.
Yeah,
you think they're going to take it?
Well, Eric Adams seems to be really dragging this thing out.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like every day he's saying, well, we're really thinking about things. But I think they probably should. And like with Andrew Cuomo, it's kind of like the devil you know. At
Yes.
least, he's a bad guy, but at least he's not an insane communist. But I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of people know what will happen with a lot of the money in New York City. It's going to leave town.
I got
if
another
he's
one of my. I
elected.
got a Mamdani story coming up in reference to what you're saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, let's just keep rolling then. It's that time. We do it a couple of times a day. We go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it certainly caught your attention. David, what's your story?
A lot of liberals on Labor Day weekend spent the holidays pushing the conspiracy theory that Trump was dead because they hadn't seen him on TV in a couple days. And CNN's Caitlin Collins, she was on with Bill Maher on his HBO program, along with former Trump official Stephen Moore, and they were talking about this.
Okay.
There was a rumor that Trump, because I mean, to me, it just shows how much he's in our heads, that when he doesn't appear for a day, we're like, he must be dead. For a minute. I mean, but...
what was crazy about that was sometimes there are these rumors that appear online and proliferate. This was pretty widespread. Like, I had people who I think have a pretty tight grasp on reality asking me if this was true last weekend, if he had actually died.
But how does that even happen? He's on TV every single hour, every single day.
Well, he hadn't been in public, actually. It was the longest stretch he had not been in front of the camera.
So he must be dead. That's
He had-
what he's not on TV.
It was the long.
Wow.
I like Stephen Moore go, well, he must be dead. But to me, the really illuminating part of that clip is where CNN, one of the stars of CNN, I should say, Caitlin Collins, says that she had a lot of people asking her, about whether or not this thing was true and talking about how widespread it was. Now, like most people, and I'm talking about liberal family and friends that I have, had not heard about Trump is dead, that conspiracy theory. They hadn't heard about it. It's a very, very online, especially political media speculation storyline. That's what it was for the most part.
Yeah.
And so when they ask, why do you think we're in a liberal bubble? You just kind of proved it.
100%.
She was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Jake Tapper.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
And?
They weren't very good at it.
Really?
No.
Just the trivia questions.
No, they burned through all their lifelines. And I mean, Kimmel's the host. And it's,
but how do you watch it?
Well, here's the thing. I stumbled on it because I didn't even know it was on. I forgot it was even on.
Yeah.
But I stumbled on it. Kimmel doesn't do anything political on that show, by the way. Nothing. So, anyway, they're on there, and I'm thinking, well, hey, it's Jake Tapper, right? He's got the big brain.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on with Caitlin Collins, who has a small brain, but they should compensate for each other, right? Nah.
You watch some bad TV.
I think they got to the $32,000 level, and that was it.
It's remarkable.
I didn't know that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was still on TV.
I didn't either. I just stumbled across it. I was like, wow.
I saw it. It was one of the stories we were looking at. You know how you'll see sidebar stories? You either click it or you don't. I'm like, oh, so they're doing Millionaire again.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it.
It's the Out of Ideas Network. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, what do you got for What's Your Story,
Well,
Scotty?
I have a Zohran Mamdani story as well today.
Okay.
And he's been all over the place doing interviews everywhere recently anyway. So he's on MSNBC doing an interview, and he's talking about how he's going to run New York and how all these things are going to be free, the buses, and we're going to have rent controls. We're going to have all this cool stuff, right, for everybody. They're like, hey, but how are you going to pay for all that? He said, well, very simply, the rich is going to pay. And I will credit MSNBC by saying, hey, how are you going to convince the top earners in New York City to stick around?
Yeah.
He said, well, in part by showing them that asking them to pay just a little more in taxes would increase even their quality of life. No, it won't. They're going to leave.
Yes. Yeah.
I love
Again,
these
you're
guys.
living in this world the way you would like it to be,
right, and
not
they're,
reality.
They're going to do it differently. They're going to do it right. It's never been done properly before.
Exactly.
So they're going to do it the right way.
Yeah.
This is the thing. These guys talk about this all the time. Millionaires and billionaires and blah, 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 and on it goes. The thing is, if you do this stuff, they just take their companies and their corporations and move them because they're not in the business to lose money.
Ask California.
Ask Texas, right? Everybody's going to Texas.
That's what I'm saying, from California.
Florida, Texas, yes.
Yes.
There's a reason for that.
For my story.
Dopes.
Before you, absolutely.
God, this guy makes me nuts. I mean, and the fact that he's winning.
My story. Can I do a story?
Yeah.
Or are you just going to continue to freak?
No, I'm done.
I'm trying to help your blood pressure.
Your turn.
Okay. Target's had a bad few years. There's no doubt about it. But maybe if they get together with Champion, who makes, sports apparel, they could team up for something and start to turn this thing around. Well, not so fast. Because they got some sweatpants for the ladies.
Yeah.
Okay. And you see these sweatpants because, bigger is sort of in. They did them with pleats. So you get, the pleats on the right side and then the left side. And they decided, hey, what'd be cool is to put a pleat in the middle, too. Now, if you would look at your phones, fellas, I sent you the picture of these sweatpants.
All right.
Okay.
I've been wanting to look at this for a while now. You told me not to. So I did.
Okay, so now you see the...
Oh, my gosh.
What do you see?
Chowders for dinner. I see that.
Is it Wednesday? Got a camel look to it.
Yeah, looks like you're ready for a pap smear.
Yes.
I don't even.
How in the world does that make it through? And so there was this whole story about these sweatpants at Target. People saying they looked cute, but then when I put them on at home and saw this middle pleat, let's just say it's very unflattering.
And Mr. Moose has arrived.
See, and then there's this debate. What is moose? What is camel? Is it male, female? What are you talking about here? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is one of those things where once you see it, you're like, I cannot believe it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, it actually looks like it's just staring right at you. It's weird.
Oh, no, it's a can't miss. I'll tell you that right now.
I see Bullwinkle. Where's Rocky?
That's very, very true. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I couldn't help but think, man. Different images come in your head.
Yeah.
And it was the one that came in yours. What day is it? It was that Geico commercial, wasn't it?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is?
She's wearing
She's
wearing the sweats today.
Huh? Anybody? Guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Memories of Joe Camel.
Oh, buddy. Camel does not market to kids.
Ooh.
I had like 3 Joe Camel T-shirts from my Camel Bucks back in the day.
But you did.
Don't call me a dirtbag. All right, we got a news update, and Nimrod's in the news straight ahead.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Summer's over, but those lingering effects of backyard barbecues may have your liver continuing to work overtime. And the holidays are right around the corner. That means turkey dinners, pies, and all sorts of other stuff that's taxing on the body. That's why now is the perfect time to develop a healthy new habit that will get your liver back in tip-top shape.
So in addition to moderation, let me tell you about something I've started taking to help me feel my best. It provides an easy and delicious daily detox using proven all-natural ingredients like turmeric, milk thistle, and globe artichoke extract to give my liver the support it deserves. Your liver is one big filter, and Active Liver from New Nordic helps keep it from getting clogged up so you can feel your best. Get started now so you can enjoy the benefits later.
Your liver works overtime to filter toxins out of your system, so the least you can do is to show it some love by taking Active Liver. Available in both easy-to-take tablets or delicious gummies. You can find Active Liver online at Amazon or pick some up today at your local CVS, Meyer Grocery, or ShopRite.
The Mark Van Camp and Robbins Show. Yeah, there's a lot of fad diets going around, and that's a problem because you'll lose weight, then gain it back, and so on. It's called weight cycling. You'll lose like 10 pounds or more, but then you put the pounds back on, plus a couple more, and that puts tremendous strain on your organs and leads to serious health issues. If you do it enough, you're at risk of diabetes, liver damage, heart attack, and stroke.
Yeah, bottom line, most people need help to stop weight cycling, and there's a great way to do it. Non-prescription lean was created by doctors. Lean is an oral supplement, not a GLP-1, not one of those shots, and the science is impressive. Its studied ingredients also target weight loss in 3 powerful ways.
Yeah, lean helps you maintain your healthy blood sugars. Also, it controls appetite and cravings, and it burns fat by converting that to energy. And burning fat, of course, keeps the weight off. So if you want to lose meaningful weight at a healthy pace and keep it off, add lean to your diet. By the way, you can get 20% off right now, too, when you enter MVCR at takelean.com. That's code MVCR at takelean.com.
Did you see the story? The Palestinian terror attack in Jerusalem, killing 6 people.
Oh, yeah.
On this bus.
Yep.
These 2 guys get on, then just start shooting. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, terrible.
Well, and then you had civilians returning fire because people are packing. You think, man, if no one else had any weapons on that bus, how bad that would have been.
Oh, for sure. I don't know exactly how many people were on the bus, but when I saw the videos and heard the number of shots going out, I was kind of surprised that it was the death toll was as low as it was.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about the gun laws in Israel, but
21 people injured.
yeah.
Oh, it's self-defense.
So you can walk around and carry guns openly then.
Well, there's actually, ever since October 7th, there's been a really big resurgence in the number of permits issued by the Israeli government, where there were government officials actively telling people, get armed.
Yeah. Because, those people are not going to stop.
No, they're not going to
stop.
stop.
That never stops.
No.
It's just the way it is. All right, we got to get to Nimrods. Here we go.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Dean.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the News. We go to the state of New York. Not New York City, though. This is a park about 20 miles west of Woodstock. Slide Mountain Wilderness is where we're going.
Yeah.
There were 4 hikers there, and they decided, what would be cool? Take some of those mushrooms, the magic mushrooms. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden, disoriented. And then they had to call in and say, hey, we need some help here. We are suffering from a debilitating high.
Oh, God.
So then
no fun.
The New York State Department of Environmental Conservation Forest Rangers said, okay, we're going to have to go rescue these nimnuts. Here we go. The original caller, they said, admitted, they consumed the mushrooms, and it was a debilitating high. So they sent him out there. There was a picture of this dude in a white hoodie with 2 rangers helping him. He didn't even look like he could walk. And then, of course, they put out this statement. Yes, upon consumption, people may see colors, shapes, or scenes, hear things that aren't real, lose their sense of time and space.
Yes.
And that's exactly what happened, and that's Nimrods in the News.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Okay, so it doesn't look like your legacy synchronized media is paying attention to this story out of Charlotte, David.
No, well, they're starting to now, but it's all in the Republicans' pounce framing. So a 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee named Iriana Zarutska was murdered while riding the light rail in Charlotte, North Carolina. She was minding her own business. This happened just over 2 weeks ago, but we just got the video over the weekend. She's minding her own business there when this career criminal, lengthy rap sheet, this guy named DeCarlos Brown, just stands up and stabs her in the neck, murders her, and then casually walks around the train, blood dripping from the knife. Yeah.
Totally unprovoked.
Completely. Axios covered the story, except they blamed MAGA influencers for talking about it. They write, MAGA influencers are drawing repeated attention to violent attacks to elevate the issue of urban crime and accuse mainstream media of undercovering shocking cases. The rising number of surveillance cameras in public spaces, including on Charlotte's light rail, has become a big accelerant in these cases. The video is easily shared or leaked and can instantly pollinate across social media. A visual counterpoint to statistics showing crime decreases.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, they will not let this go. I mean,
no, they're pro-crime.
It is amazing because, okay, yeah, you can have as many cops on the streets as you want, but like what's being highlighted here in Charlotte is if you don't have prosecutors or a system that will actually keep dangerous criminals locked up, you're screwed.
Okay, the one thing that they won't talk about is how many times this guy was let out of jail.
Yes.
It's the soft on crime policies. It is crazy because, you know, you look at the tragedy in Minneapolis at the Catholic school, okay, and everyone agrees, man, you see somebody that's like off mentally, you got to let people know. Because a lot of people felt like this dude, if anybody knew him, he shouldn't have had a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
No.
This guy, everybody knows, should not be out on the street. It doesn't matter because of Democrat policies.
Yes.
And they're soft on crime. It doesn't work.
No.
It's like you're still living in this world where it's 2020 and, oh, my gosh, and we got too much incarceration, and it's this pipeline, and we got to do better.
Well.
No. Violent criminals need to be in jail. Period.
Well, and city leaders and I believe the current governor were involved in crafting policy that sort of knocked down pretrial detention, encouraged, treatment programs over incarceration. No, there are some people who are just purely antisocial monsters.
Yes.
And they need to be taken out of the general population. They need to be in jail. And there needs to be swift and harsh punishments for repeat offenders like this. What 14 arrests? Come on, man. What do you have to do to just say, all right, we're putting you away for the rest of your life? Because you can't be trusted in society. This is a guy who doesn't want to get better. He doesn't want a jobs program. He wants to get a little stabby. That's what he is, man. And, on the pro-crime stuff, I also happen to see this from CNN, where there's this reporter, Nathaniel Meyerson. He's been reporting about shoplifting, and that's obviously been a big deal for a long time and really accelerated in 2020 as we've seen more and more stores either outright closing or locking up damn near everything in the store to prevent it.
Yes.
And he's been telling people for years, it's not really that big of a problem. Maybe not in your neighborhood, I don't know. Well, now he's writing again, shoplifting is falling across the country and retailers say their shrink problems are improving. The great shoplifting panic is over.
God.
No, it's because the stores have either closed or they've put everything under lock and key, dude. That's the reason.
Yeah. Try to get deodorant or anything else. You got to have it unlocked.
Well, Men's Cologne has been behind the glass now for years.
And you hate that, because if you can't get your Brute, you ain't going there.
That's not Brute.
What is your cologne these days?
It depends on the day,
English leather?
Jupe. I like Jupe a lot.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Jupe's a little pricey, isn't it? Isn't that a little highfalutin?
Well, it depends. I mean, you can get the knockoff Yoop. Kind of like it.
Speaking of menaces to society, how about this Karen Phillies fan?
Oh, God.
All over social media.
Is she a doppelganger for Elizabeth Warren, by the way?
Like a younger version?
Yes.
Yeah.
You could see that.
The haircut's the same. The screechies is the same. Yeah.
Yeah. There is one woman that was identified as her, and she's out there going, it ain't me.
It's not me.
Look, it's not me.
Right. Yeah.
I'm a Red Sox fan. I'm not a Phillies fan. If you don't know what we're talking about, it was this home run ball at this game between Philadelphia. Who else was playing?
Miami.
Yeah,
it was in Miami.
Yes. So the Philly fans are there in Miami, and it's Harrison Bader that hits this home run. As the ball goes up in the air, I mean, you know what it's like with a home run ball, especially when there's empty seats. You're like, oh, I can track it. I can go get it because whoever gets there first gets the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
But it's this dad that gets it, puts the ball in the air, and walks right over and puts it in his son's glove.
So the kid's got a glove with him, yeah.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, this woman Phillies fan. What does she look like? I don't know, mid-40s?
Yeah, I was going to say 50s, but yeah.
Okay, she's got, it looks like darker hair, but it's like
White.
dyed platinum blonde on the top.
Almost white.
And she comes over, and you can tell is just yelling at this guy.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
The dad and the son were talking about, and he gave up the ball.
Well, he was
a lot of people were ticked off that he gave up the ball.
Oh, dude. Screaming at him.
Yes.
Yeah. And finally he puts his hand up, okay, and he gives her the ball. Jeez.
Yeah, but a lot of people felt like you're letting the terrorists win.
Well, I think he just wanted to watch the damn game, and it was his kid's 10th birthday.
Here you go. Here he is talking about it.
It cracked off the bat. It was starting to head our way a little bit. It fell and kind of bobbled between the two armrests, and I picked it up, and I just walked away and held the ball up high and put it in Lincoln's glove. And then she showed up. As she reached for my arm, she just yelled in my ear, "That's my ball!" Like super loud. I jumped out of my skin. Then she's like, "Those are from our seats." And I said, "There was nobody in that seat." I pretty much just wanted her to go away and be dad and show him how to de-escalate the situation. So that's where I went.
I wasn't very happy that we had to give it to her, but we can't win. She was going to get it anyways.
Yeah, so people see this video like, oh, that sucks. The kid lost his ball.
Yeah, they made up for it.
But the Marlins, then they put this whole package together. And then Harrison Bader, who hit the home run, signed a bat and gave it to the kid.
Yeah. Didn't he meet with the kid?
He did meet with the kid.
Yeah, see, that's even cooler.
It was cooler. Harrison Bader, a former St. Louis Cardinal, known as the Master. And the thing is, with the Cardinals, he learned how to do it. He learned how to do it the right way.
Yeah. Well, all St. Louis Cardinals do. Before they get to the Cardinals, they hit the ball and they run to third base first. And they have to be taught to run it to first base first.
You're mocking.
And if you get down, you have to get down, put the glove down to get ground balls, and you always hustle. Yeah, always. No matter
They work
what.
hard.
Yeah.
Okay,
No
and
matter
he
what.
learned how to do things the right way, and he still does.
Yes.
Obviously, because he
Obviously
went
he
and
does.
met the kid and signed a bat
Yes.
to him.
Oh yeah, that kid came out ahead, man. In a big
100%.
way. Not only with the gear, but he learned a very valuable life lesson in that, and that is to avoid women with that particular hairstyle at all costs.
You know, David, I was going to say that, but then I thought, well, no, am I putting everybody in the same box? But you're right. That haircut is the first red flag.
Yes.
If there are any women with that haircut, with that particular color in Philadelphia, they're changing it today.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's doing that anymore. Wearing a wig. Yeah.
It's a matter of time before someone outs this woman of actually who
there's
she
video
is.
all over the place. I can't believe it hasn't happened already.
Yeah. Speaking of outing people, Cory Booker was on with Kristen Welker yesterday.
Oh, boy.
Well, I mean, he came out with the information that he's engaged, is what I meant. I don't know what you thought.
He's very happy. He's putting the gay in engaged. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And he was asked a question by Kristen Welker, and then he answered it. Here you go.
As you know, a number of Democrats have called for him to resign.
RFK Jr.
Do you, Senator, think that Secretary Kennedy should resign?
Now, I'm one of these big believers that when I see Justice Department officials and State Department officials and many other people resigning because the President of the United States is doing things that are immoral and dangerous, I believe, frankly, that all of his cabinet should be taking a moral position, especially those that are parts of agencies like Health and Human Services or the Justice Department. When you have a president that is acting in the way that he should, that all of them should be stepping down.
So you're saying, yes, he should step down?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the question. You took a long time saying
Well,
nothing.
I believe that.
You love that, don't you?
The guy is so fake, so phony.
Yeah, I agree.
Golly. Everything is phony. with
What are
this
you
guy.
saying?
Everything.
You're saying this engagement's phony?
I'm in love with the most wonderful woman in my life. It's changed forever.
Look at our engagement pictures and so happy we are. I'm laughing out loud with my mouth agape.
Look at the smile in my face. I paid less if my mouth was open the whole time. Guy's terrible.
You know he's running for president, dude.
I hope so.
This is all the setup for that.
What a clown car it is so far. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Better believe that, man. Yeah. We're escalating military pressure on Venezuela. We'll get to that and the 5 stories we're watching today. Straight ahead.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it.
But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-859-3220. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-859-3220. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-859-3220. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-859-3220 or biglou.com.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and now the 5 stories we're watching today.
All right, number 5. The French government has collapsed again, setting up President Emmanuel Macron to appoint the country's 5th prime minister in less than 2 years. Ask me again how much I care about our standing in the eyes of the French.
How much do you care, David?
Not at all.
Zero. Nada.
Did you see it making the rounds? Like, somebody had posted, why is it that Americans use whatever it is, like twice as much energy as the average European? And everybody pretty much had the same take. Because we don't generally let old people cook to death during the summer. We have air conditioning. It's pretty freaking awesome.
It is nice.
And we drive our own cars because we're not all poor.
Yeah.
Europe's just a third world continent anyway. I mean, they've got castles. They're pretty neat, but that's about it. Number 4, President Trump is telling Hamas to make a deal, saying it's his last warning. Number 3, the Supreme Court lifts restrictions on Los Angeles immigration stops, clearing the way for federal agents to conduct sweeping immigration operations. Down to number 2 here, ICE has launched Operation Midway Blitz in Chicago. Next phase of immigration raids. It seems like they were just waiting for the Supreme Court to rule on whether or not they could actually be making arrests.
The weeping and wailing will continue.
Mm-hmm. I like the
gnashing
names.
of teeth. Yeah.
Yes.
They're getting it. What is it? Patriot 2.0 in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you got a lot of people really cleverly naming some of these things, some of the detention centers, like Alligator Alcatraz, the Panhandle Pokey. Yeah.
Yes, that was good too.
Good stuff.
Well, the Midway thing is cool too.
Yeah,
I mean,
Midway
Chicago.
Blitz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like them.
Yeah.
And
there's that. Yeah.
And then number 1, also on immigration enforcement, ICE New Orleans agents arrested a guy named Christian Soto Galeano. He is a citizen of Guatemala. His criminal history includes a conviction for indecent behavior with a juvenile, and he was sentenced to 2 years in prison. They picked him up now. The ICE New Orleans shared a photo. Christian is a wee man. He's a little person. He comes up just over the waist of the ICE agent that has him in custody. And they added something that some people may find a little bit untoward. But ICE, on their post, added, "We stand ready to face any challenge, big or small."
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, did you see we have 10 F-35 stealth jets deployed to Puerto Rico for counter-narcotics missions?
There you go.
Well, better turn those boats around.
Trump authorized U.S. forces to shoot down Venezuelan jets if they threaten U.S. assets.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Because they had some that buzzed the USS Jason Dunham. I'm not going to have that. We don't do it. And yes, some people on the left are very sad about the U.S. strike that sank a suspected drug vessel, killing 11 Trinidad gang members. Part of Maduro's narco-terror network.
Yep.
So where is that going to go? We'll wait and see.
Well, there's just going to be weeping and wailing from the same people who didn't care when Joe Biden's administration vaporized an aid worker and a bunch of kids in Afghanistan during the chaotic withdrawal. And
exactly.
The Biden administration assessed that and decided they did nothing wrong.
Yeah, it's
When you can
amazing. They
investigate
just tried to forget that entire thing ever happened.
Yeah, when you can investigate yourself, that's a pretty sweet life. Yeah. You did nothing wrong, did you? No, I did nothing wrong. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Yeah, some other stories out there. The New York Times were called out for media bias. Eric Doherty flanked this stark disparity. The New York Times ran 100-plus articles on Daniel Penny. Remember the Marine acquitted for the chokehold death of Jordan Neely?
Yep.
Paper has run zero coverage on the August 22nd murder of this Ukrainian refugee.
None. Zero.
That was stabbed.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Zero.
Yes. I mean, different media outlets are talking about how none of these outlets will talk about this story. I think they have to now because it's gaining so much steam on social media.
But they have, and it's all kind of framed by conservatives' pounce on this particular story.
Yes.
Yeah, a woman was stabbed to death by a guy who had a rap sheet as long as my arm, and where they're pouncing on it.
Well, there's this other part to the story to me, and maybe I'm the only one that thinks this way. We've talked about the Ukrainian people for a long time in the United States. A terrible situation. She's a refugee.
Yeah.
And comes here where it's the land of opportunity only to have her life ended by these stupid leftist policy nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we cared about the Ukrainian refugees. Apparently not when it's a story like this.
Yeah, that's how somebody write. The left finally found a dead Ukrainian they don't care about.
Yeah, that's well said. And very odd that the 2025 MTV Video Music Awards was kicked off with Kenny G last night.
Well, that was strange.
It was only because he was part of Doja Cat's performance.
Okay, I missed that.
The tribute that they had to Ozzy was actually good. I didn't see it live. I was watching football, but I watched it.
Yeah, me too.
They actually did a pretty good job with that, which is interesting because it was actually music. Yes, yeah. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show. All right, biggest story today, David.
Biggest story of the day. You were wondering if any mainstream media outlets were really going to cover the stabbing death of that woman on the train in Charlotte. And I will have this audio for you coming up, but the potato from CNN has decided to cover it.
Really?
Brian Stelter.
Oh, God. Okay, you want to take any predictions? Scott, do you have a prediction how he's going to cover this?
Probably Republicans pounce.
That would be my guess.
Yeah, that's the angle anyway.
You're forgetting an R word.
Can I say that word?
Racist. What are you thinking?
Okay.
That we're paying attention because it's racist?
Yes.
Oh,
I was thinking Forrest Gump there.
You're not. Do you already know this? Did he really say that? Okay, we'll get to that and the Robin Trifecta coming up. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. David Van Camp, the Millennial, the Sexy Boomer. That's Scott Robbins.
Yo, man!
News update, David Van Camp.
Well, you know, we are, a lot of us are talking about the horrible murder that actually took place a little more than 2 weeks ago in Charlotte, North Carolina. 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee named Ariana Zarutska was murdered while just riding the light rail in Charlotte and minding her own business when this dude with a long rap sheet, DeCarlos Brown, stood up and stabbed her, killed her, then just casually walked around the train with blood dripping from his knife.
Yeah, not like provoked or anything. She's just sitting there.
No, just decided I'm going to kill this person today. It's just wild. And so conservative media was talking about it because the video of it was released over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And so people are wondering, why is this not a bigger story in the talk about crime and the talk about soft on crime policies that Democrats are clinging to for dear life? Brian Stelter has now been successful. This is the media watchdog on CNN. decided to cover it, and of course, it's our fault for noticing things. Yeah.
You're joking.
Here we go.
Really, over the weekend, Elon Musk, Charlie Kirk, other Trump-aligned figures succeeded in making this senseless death a symbol of big city crime. We heard President Trump asked about it yesterday when he was heading home from New York City. He didn't seem to know much about it. He said he would get briefed, and then today, Trump did know all about it. That's exactly what has happened here. This story has trickled up from local news to social media and now to the president's attention. And it's being used, as you said, Brianna, as a political symbol, with MAGA media calling for more forceful punishments and more incarceration. I have to say, some of...
You mean like George Floyd?
Yeah. Exactly. George Floyd, another career criminal who, it looks like he probably had a drug overdose. That's probably what actually killed him.
Yep.
And you had cities being lit on fire, or sections of city being lit on fire, in some cases like Portland, for months afterwards.
Because someone wanted to make a story out of that.
Yes.
Because they knew that people would be interested, except there was no reason for this woman to get murdered. The George Floyd thing, in a lot of ways, was not reported on correctly for months.
Yeah.
And the damage that was done can't be undone from that. But anyway, go ahead, Potato, with the rest of the take.
Here he goes.
I have to say, some of the replies to Musk, some of the comments around this story are baldly racist, stoking fear of African Americans because this man attacked a white woman. The open racism on sites like X today, it's eye-popping. But there are also legitimate questions about this so-called career criminal, someone who had been a repeat offender. And those questions, I hope they're not lost amid all of the cesspool kind of comments on social media.
Okay, so some idiots online have posted racist things. Breaking news? Okay.
Yeah. Well, hold on a second, too. Can you go back? I want to know exactly what he said as far as when you talk about something about being afraid of black people in cities. What did he say about that?
MAGA media calling for more forceful punishments and more incarceration. I have to say, some of the replies to Musk, some of the comments around this story are baldly racist, stoking fear of African Americans because this man attacked a white woman.
Time out. Oh, my gosh. Does he pay attention to all of the black posters on X that talk about fear of black people in big cities? Because they're the ones talking about it and highlighting it. Mm-hmm. Does he ever see anything like that?
No.
Because you go into certain neighborhoods, depending, there is a higher likely of being robbed than other neighborhoods. That's just analytics, dude.
But social media...
But of course you're going to have racists.
Jackass Central. You give oxygen to the jackasses. You're going to have that no matter what. When you know you don't have to face eye to eye with anyone, you could just randomly say stuff and hide, then you say stupid stuff. It happens all the time.
But as far as him saying stoking fears...
Well, that's just it. See,
go into certain neighborhoods, dude.
Again, talk to the people who live there.
Exactly.
And that's the thing everybody misses. I don't care about the wine and cheese women... half tanked that are behind their gated communities
and
screaming. I don't care.
Calling for more incarceration. No, a guy like this should not have been out of jail. That's what people agree on. It doesn't matter what color anybody is. People agree on that.
I am calling for more incarceration.
Yes.
Because
you don't want this to happen to innocent people.
No.
Yeah, that's just maddening.
The guy, it's a lunatic.
Oh, it's
He's
just the
bitter.
same
He's
nonsense.
angry. His whole world melted around him. He had no standing anymore.
It wouldn't matter, Scott. He was the same before any of that happened.
Well, yeah.
He takes a news story and he twists it to a certain worldview.
But
that's what all these jokers do.
When you can get away with it and not be called on it,
Yes.
Now what's his podcast now? Of course, is it the Potato Podcast?
I don't know.
Is that the name of it?
I don't know. I don't check that one out. I just saw CBS News has hired a former CEO of conservative think tank to monitor media bias. Okay, so CBS, they keep stepping in it. Editing interviews, slanting news one way or another. So now they've hired Kenneth Weinstein, 63, who is the CEO and president of the Washington, D.C. based Hudson Institute from 2011 to 2020. and he's going to report to Jeff Shell, the president of CBS Paramount Skydance, about journalistic integrity. Do you think they're really trying to change?
No. No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe it'll tone down a little bit. I mean,
I was going to say that, yeah.
I've seen liberals freaking out and conservatives celebrating. Barry Weiss, who used to work at the New York Times, got run out of the newsroom, then started her own thing, the Free Press.
Mm-hmm.
And some conservatives are very excited about this. Some liberals very scared about this. And it's like, Barry Weiss is still a liberal. I mean,
yeah.
And I don't know how much influence she'll have over it anyway. I think she's not a crazy far left liberal, but I mean, I still think there's the bias that goes in one direction.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely bias. I don't know who's like celebrating it so much. It seems like if you could get back to the point where people were just sane, I think that's where a lot of people would like to see basically news become, because it's so far left. And you had somebody like Barry Weiss, who I think most people knew was pretty liberal, was so fed up at the failing New York Times that I can't work with these loons anymore. That it used to be where I think people, don't we always look back at the, quote, glory days of when, conservatives and liberals could sit down with a beer together, a cup of coffee, and have a conversation.
Yeah.
You go through all of that. I think that's where a lot of people would like to be, and maybe they see it as a sign of that. I don't know.
Yeah, how do you do that now?
Well, I think
so much polar opposition.
Oh, I think as long as I would say as long as Trump's around, but
no.
But the crazy lefties, they hate J.D. Vance just as much.
Oh yeah, if not more.
Well, remember when it looked like the polling may be in favor for the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, in the GOP presidential primary.
Yeah.
Dude, they were out there saying, well,
worse.
Sure, Trump is Hitler, but DeSantis is even more Hitler.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, by the way, an update, just so you know, that one woman that was on the Kiss Cam at the Coldplay show, she has filed for divorce. Yeah.
They couldn't work it out, huh?
It's a tough one, isn't it?
Darn it.
Yeah. All right, Scotty, you ready for your big three?
Let's go.
All right, I think we're ready to go. Here we go.
Are you ready?
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
It's the three most important news stories of the day.
I hit the trifecta.
Well, at least according to Scott Robbins. It's the trifecta on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Every day about this time, Scott Robbins' top three stories, helped by his hero.
I'm Casey Kasem.
No show this weekend. Monday Night Football tonight. Just saying.
Yes.
Doors open. Chili's on. What do you think?
I'm ready.
Okay, fine.
3.
Oh, man. He's just giving you the false sense of hope now. I thought things
Mama told me not to come.
Gosh. I thought things were turning around. He said on Friday he
What
was
do you
going to
let
your
your
house.
mama tell you all the time? Aren't you a grown man?
I miss you.
No, you don't.
3.
Number 3, a fake meat company is in some financial trouble.
Yeah, in a development that will likely come as a surprise to absolutely no one who is a regular listener to this show anyway. It appears there has been a precipitous drop in the sales of products from the meat alternative company Beyond Meat, which was the big one for a while.
Yeah.
Once the darling of the old plant foods-based space, they have now suffered a big decline in sales as consumer consumption plunges.
Good.
Apparently, we don't like the taste of cardboard-flavored meat. We don't like that. No, gross.
I think it's just like it was a novelty thing. I'm in that club. I mean, I tried it a couple of times, Impossible and all that, and it was all right. Not great. It was all right, but it's not cost effective.
And it's not meat.
I saw one of them that I had bought. You look at the nutrition facts on it, and it's worse for you than red meat. It's like
I got to cobble that together somehow,
the
right?
sodium is just off the charts, man. I'm not a health nut, but it's like, man, if I'm eating meatless meat, I'm expecting it to actually be a little bit healthier.
Well, yeah. If you're giving up taste, it better be healthier. Yeah.
Well, it has
I ain't
to
going to
be.
stand for it.
They're $1 billion in debt, and there's really not much of a hope of reignited the brand.
Now, on with the countdown.
Okay. Scott Robbins, trifecta, top 3 of the day, up to number
2.
Number 2, New York Governor Kathy Hochul is talking about the ban on cell phones in schools.
Yeah, I don't mind this one so much. I mean, she's doing this, and particularly in high schools. They're saying, hey, kids, nothing till you when you get to school till you end of school, right?
Yes.
No cell phones. We're not using them anymore. That was fine. But you take it a step further.
Uh-oh.
And she spent a bunch of money on a mascot called Frankie Focus.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's
Why?
this big green thing.
Who wants to see that? It's some freaking agency. It's like, here, we have an idea to incorporate our idea.
That's exactly
Get
what
the
it is.
Out of here.
Yeah, and how many high school kids are wowed by a mascot? It's like kindergarten kids might go, it's
Golly.
cool. Outside of that, no. But they don't know. They have no idea. So she spent a bunch of money on this. They're going to drag this thing around to this various schools in New York by focusing on your homework, see?
Look,
that's the message.
What is it, Frankie Focus?
Focus.
Oh,
yes.
Here's the thing, man. You take away their phones, they're going through withdrawals not only from the phone but from bullying. You're going to put some poor sack in Frankie Focus or whatever.
Yes,
that poor guy. That guy's
they're
going to get
throwing water
obliterated.
bottles at him.
High schoolers are mean. They're horrible people.
Kathy Hochul is the same politician who said black kids in the Bronx don't know what a computer is, if you remember.
Well, that is true.
And the countdown continues.
Scott
Right
Robbins,
on the
trifecta,
poise
top
of
three of
New
the day.
Yorkers, yes.
And finally, one.
They just say the darndest things, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Number one, the Supreme Court has handed the Trump administration a win when it comes to immigration enforcement in Los Angeles.
Yeah, Supreme Court has granted the Trump administration their request to block a ruling by a federal judge in L.A. that barred federal agents from conducting immigration stops in L.A.
See, none of this stuff matters until it gets to the Supreme Court.
It doesn't. And Central California without reasonable suspicion. So, again, if they stop you and you're a citizen, you got nothing to worry about. If they stop you and you're here illegally, well, then you got something to worry about.
Stop.
Exactly.
That's exactly right. I'm glad he was paying attention this time.
Yes.
And there you have it.
The Scott Robbins trifecta, top three of the day. Well done.
That addition was very good, Casey, by the way. You were playing it right as you should.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See? A lot of harmony there. I like that.
all right.
Okay. David's got a news update we got to get to, and Nimrod's in the news in just a few.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Pure opportunity. It's what Michigan is all about. The opportunity to do more. The opportunity to connect with the best talent. The opportunity for people of all backgrounds to grow and expand their business. The opportunity to live and work in a state where paychecks go further. The opportunity is now, and it's right here in Michigan. Visit MichiganBusiness.org to discover all the ways the Michigan Economic Development Corporation can help your business thrive.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
All right, tonight, it's the Bears, it's the Vikings. Football season is back, and Prize Picks is here because we make choices, and we want you to make those choices right, and when you do, you get paid. So kick off the season right now by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5 with millions of users, billions of dollars in awarded winnings. Oh, my gosh. Prize Picks is the best place to put your takes to the test. Plus, The app is really simple to use, too. You just pick 2 or more players at any sport. That's it, any sport, more or less, on their projections. And if you're right, you can win. Prize Picks is also available in 40-plus states, including California, Texas, Florida, Georgia, with simple stats and user-friendly policies. So get your app today. All transactions are there. Win or lose, you're going to get your $50 in lineups just for playing, guaranteed. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
News update, David Van Camp.
Well, 2023, we all know the UK government enacted what's called the Online Safety Act. This is a mass censorship program that criminalizes offensive speech, harmful speech.
Yeah.
One issue they've run into, though, is that they're struggling to sort through all of the complaints they get because they get a lot of calls all the time.
But
so the UK's communications regulator has put out a first draft of a new program. They're just sort of trying to sort through things. Certain organizations favored by the government would go to the head of the line, and they would have the power to make what they are actually calling super complaints.
Oh,
so they are creating a framework for super complainers. And of course, we all know it's going to be the nonprofits and activist groups, the left-wing hacks that have led and ushered the UK into this era of censorship.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, they actually just called them super complainers.
So basically what you see a lot is if you call attention to different Muslim groups that might be, sexually assaulting girls,
yes,
or you have the alphabet mafia offended by something, they go to the front of the line now?
Yes, they would be super complainers. Correct.
That would be basically it.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the United Kingdom of next door.
Yes. And it's always funny because the alphabet mafia group thinks the other group, they're in sort of the same bed together.
Mm-hmm.
Until they get to the end of the story. It's not so pleasant. And with that, we go to Nimrod. There we go.
When the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrod's in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's in the News. We go to Butler County, Pennsylvania. This guy, John Cianci, charged with 4 counts of assault at a wedding reception. They cut him off from the booze. He got all liquored up, see?
Oh, yeah.
They're like, you can't have any more. He got so irate, not only punched guys, he punched the bride in the face.
Oh, see? That
knocked her down.
All right.
Okay, so he is in a lot of trouble. Now, when he gets out, you tell me if I'm way out of line. I say time to a post. She gets to kick him.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
7 times.
I'm good with that.
Everybody
sure.
All right.
Maybe
And that's
one more
Nimrod's in the News.